Hi friends, it's Tommy, the wellness coach. And is overeating sabotaging your health goals? I've got some good answers to help. Keep watching. It happens to most of us. We have health goals of either managing our weight better, it could be managing our cholesterol, sodium intake, fat intake, calories, whatever the whole gamut is. But sometimes it could be such a struggle not to eat that additional food, whether it's giving us too many calories by the end of the day, or maybe it's tempting food that we eat that isn't really great for our health. So maybe it's something that has a lot of saturated fats and that's really salty. You're always craving it, you always want to eat it. And even when they say everything in moderation, it's a food that you have a hard time eating in moderation. Overeating and or binge eating or eating endlessly throughout the day or grazing, it's a real problem for a lot of us. But I have some helpful tips. So the first thing you want to do is give yourself a week or two to go ahead and eat like you normally would. So you're not thinking about all the rules that you want to follow, your willpower, your discipline. I want you to just be your true, authentic self. Along with that, I want you to just take that week or two and do a little bit of tracking or journaling for me. I know not everybody likes to do that. It's another thing to do on your to-do list, but it's only a week or two and it can be really helpful. And here's what I want you to track. When you're eating, I want you to track and notice when you actually feel hungry. And I want you to also track and be mindful of when you're actually not overstuffed, but just full, and how that feels. And then I want you to track and identify when are you craving something and what type of food are you craving. And then most importantly, I want you to track or write down, why do you think you might be craving that type of food? Here are some examples to be mindful of. Are you craving that food just because it tastes good and you want something that tastes good and you're craving it and you've been thinking about it? Are you eating this food because you're bored? Are you eating this food because you're depressed or have anxiety? Are you eating this food because you're stressed? And along with boredom, are you eating because you're bored and you want something exciting to look forward to, especially towards the end of the day? Are you eating just because the food is around and other people are eating it? Are you eating that food because you're at a social gathering and that's just the norm? So there's no right or wrong. I just want you to get a sense of when are those triggered times when you tend to eat excessively even though you're not hungry. All right, now you have your list, you have the barrier that's been challenging for you, and now we're going to try to come up with some practical solutions to help us not overeat and sabotage our health goals. So let's say that you noticed a few times you were eating something just because you were stressed. Now the solution to that is either determine what is stressing you out and see if you can change or modify that stress. If you cannot prevent or change that stress, then what is another stress technique that will help relieve that stress besides eating? Are you eating that food because you feel depressed? Is your depression being well managed? If not, that's one route to go to. And then if you are eating because you're depressed, what is something else that can help relax, soothe your feelings, help you feel better other than eating? Is there something else productive that you could be doing? Something else that would fill that need? Are you eating because you're bored? Think about other activities that you could be doing or looking at or anything to help get some more excitement in your life so that you're not turning to food, especially even if you wrote down, I don't know why I'm eating this, it just tastes good. I like it because it tastes good. That's still another solution that you need to find, that you want it because it tastes good. It's something that you're giving yourself. You need to learn of something else that you can give yourself as a treat, as a reward, something else that you look forward to instead of just the taste of that food. So in essence, take a look at your list, and any of the challenges that you have or anything that's causing you to overeat or eat at times when you don't feel like you should be eating, or maybe turning to foods that aren't necessarily or don't have a lot of nutrition content. See what the problem is, see if there's a way to change or prevent that problem, and if not, what is an alternative to help with that problem or change how you feel when that problem is presented besides eating food. Try to think of some other activity to do that. And sometimes the solution might not be as easy as I am mentioning. You might not really understand why you are overeating. Then that's when you want to pull your support system. Let your friends, your family, your household know what your goals are, what you want to strive to have your meal plan look like during the day, what are things you want to avoid. Set your environment up for success. Don't set out things that are going to trigger you to fall off your health path, and get that support system going. Well, friends, I hope that helped. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out below. I have a free guide to help you manage your stress better. And when you can manage your stress better, you are more apt to follow through on your eating goals. I hope you have a blessed day. Bye.